just under 9 points per game with 4.5 rebounds. Everyone here for Embry Riddle does a great job of rebounding the ball 1 through 5. The Mocs, they do have a little bit of added height. This Embry Riddle squad have a lot of strength. Let's see which team is stronger in this matchup here as we head to tip. And Embry Riddle wins the tip here, and they'll bring it up, and you'll see they like a lot of movement offensively. Watch them continue to move on the outside with cutting. You can see driving baseline here and going up with it. That shot is up and in for Lengeman. Gomes now bringing it up. They're looking to set up a play here, and you can see that weak side help we talked about to start the game. Now it's over to Ion on the wing, over to Gomes. Working up top, back over to the corner. Back to Gomes, to Rangard now. Getting close to 10 on the shot clock. Rangard puts it up, but gets blocked there. Gets her own board. Danish has it now, less than 10 on the shot clock. Gomes moving forward, stops, pops, no good. She's grown tremendously from three. A great rebound there by Embry Riddle, and now they're pushing the pace. Embry Riddle slows it back down towards the perimeter, and they'll swing it here. Now to the corner, that's Jean-Louis. And a cutter inside, shot up, and 2 for 2 is number 2 for Embry Riddle. 4-0 is the score. And another cut there the Mocs just weren't able to respond to in time, and that's a big part of this Embry Riddle attack. You can see now in the corner is Ion. Back over to Sydney Gomes. Bracero with it, back to the corner. Rangard giving it up to Gomes, 10 on the shot clock. Gomes over to Danish. Danish loses it, and that'll stay with the Mocs. They'll stay out on Embry Riddle there. Inbound coming from the baseline. Ion will be inbounding 6 on the shot clock. They'll give it up to Gomes. She's guarded by Jean-Louis. Ion trying to work down low, sends it to the corner. Rangard pump faking there, and that'll be a travel call. Good contest there by Embry to get in the way and force those second thoughts with just 2 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Now the Mocs offense struggling a little bit to start here, but we've seen them recover quickly from slower starts, and that's something they'll look to do here. Embry sending it back out. Jean-Louis driving, kicking to the mid-range area. The shot up and first miss of the day for Embry. Rebounded there by Rangard. Gomes will bring it up to the three-point line. Still driving in, trying to get the scoop layup to go. Through contact, no foul call. Danish with it now, driving in from the corner, stopping, over to Ion, and they'll call a travel on her. And the Mocs a little jumpy right now, trying to find that rhythm. Have gone a little bit fast at times, then a little bit too slow on the previous possession. Just need to find that rhythm again here and get back to playing their brand of basketball. Bring it up now, that's Turpinning. Guarded by Bracero. She'll dish it off to the corner and get it right back. To the corner again. Danish showing help. Rangard, they're looking to double. Sends it across court now. Gomes will be guarding. Back over to Jean-Louis, less than 10 on the shot clock, up and no good. Rebounded by Embry, and they'll send it right back in and put it up and in. 6-0 right now as we're 2.5 minutes into this first quarter of play. The Mocs unable to defensively rebound there and giving up those second chance points. Gomes giving it off to Rangard, over to Bracero. Back to Gomes on the wing. Danish trying to battle down low, finds Rangard. Good cut and good finish there by Lily. The Mocs' first points of the game from Lily Rangard. She has 2 rebounds as well. Embry spreading it back around the three-point line. Driving in now, trying to find the cutter. Gets her. Danish is guarding. Good contest for the block. Ion rebounds, gives it up to Gomes. Gomes will bring it up, and she'll keep going. She likes to go coast to close, but that one just off her foot. Now Embry Riddle, they want to run, and they will. Jean-Louis pump fake going up and in, trying to get the foul call, does not. And Bracero has it now. She'll bring it across half court. We've seen Gomes running the one so far today, and they'll give it right back up to her. Danish setting the screen and slipping. Now you can see Ion in the wing. Shot up and in there for Catalina Ion. We talked about her to start the game. Is a great spacer of the floor. Can shoot the three unlike anyone else here for this Moccasin squad in that 4 or 5 position, shooting around 40% on the year. Embry passing it around that three-point line again, trying to find openings in that elbow area of the zone. Down on the low block and right back in, and they're just picking apart this Moccasin zone right now, finding ways to just work around through it. And they're an extremely, extremely well-coached team here under head coach Lisa Wilson. It's her 11th season here with Embry Riddle. She's done a great job of recruiting every single year to get them better and better. The Mocs missing that one, but rebounded by Danish. That shot up and misses it all, and rebounded again by Embry. 10-5 is the score. The Mocs still very much in it in this early portion of the game as we're closing on 5 minutes in, and they'll say a kickball there on Gomes, stopping that entry pass, and now substitutes will be coming in. Sarah Lang will be coming in for Catalina Ion, as well as number 11, Sarah Napoli, for Embry Riddle. Inbounding here will be Langeman. Shot up there by Jean Louis and rebounded by Danish. Gomes has it now, and she'll push it the pace right back up the court. Over to Bracero in the corner, up, and that one no good as well. The Mocs struggle to score against Lynn. 70 shots and 63 points in that one. The Mocs trying to get some of the rust off here in the new year. Rebounded by Danish now. Three-point attempt no good for Embry Riddle, and they'll give it up to Gomes now to run this offense. Danish now directing traffic and giving it right back up to Gomes. Bracero now down low on the block. Dribble by Lang, up and in with the left. Embry Riddle wanted to charge there, but the feet were not set, so an easy bucket there for Sarah. Embry passing around the perimeter again. Napoli down low, Jean Louis. The Mocs have let up that mid-range shot a lot with this zone, and that one not falling. Gomes gets the board and will push it right back up. Bracero gets it and receives the screen as well. Lang has it, backing down. She wants to use the left, does, and in. 2 shots and 2 buckets so far for Sarah Lang. An immediate impact sub right now for the Mocs. It's a 10-9 ball game. Jean Louis with it. Bracero guarding. Are on the elbow, looking down low. Good help there by Gomes and Lang. Lang showing herself there, and good job stripping it by Rangard, and that'll be a jump ball, and that'll go for the Mocs. And now we'll have our first media timeout of the game, the lone media timeout of this first period of play. We'll take a quick break here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network and be back after this. Last year, and she's making her impact here. You can see that dribble and then shot with the left. She's done a great job of just finding herself in the right spot at the right time in that low post area, and you can see it again here, finding the mismatch, backing down, and putting the shot up despite 2 defenders all around her. The Mocs will be inbounding here following a jump ball, and will look to keep that offense going. Lang has been a great insertion into this lineup here in this part of the game, but now it looks like we're seeing some full court press action from Embry Riddle. You can see inbound into Gomes, and it'll be a soft press here. It looks like a 2-1-2 maybe. Gomes will bring it up now. Looks like Louis Pereira will be checking into the game. Danish looking right back and gets the give and go pass. Doesn't get the shot to fall, and that one will be tipped out by Danish. Now you can see Pereira coming in for Danish. Inbounding here is Embry Riddle. Taterish inbounded that one over to number 3 for them in Turpinning. Getting it right back up to her. Now Jean Louis has it. Jean Louis back over to Napoli. She'll give it up and pass it one more time. This give and go has worked, but so is Sarah Lang with the block there. Great job by Sarah recovering in time and getting the block shot. Now 7 on the shot clock. The mid-range jumper up and good for Embry. And I said it earlier, but this Florida Southern squad, they want to let up those mid-range jumpers in the zone. They want to force those low percentage shots. And so far, it has worked for them this year. And it will be a tough matchup here to try to continue to force those against Embry. That shot up by Rangard and not falling as well. The Mocs have put up a pretty good amount of 3 so far. That's their 5th attempt of the game. Just 1 has fallen. Now over to the corner. Working down low, and Sarah Lang again. Sarah did a great job at the start of the season last year on both ends, and she's doing it again here. That one up in the mid-range area for Bracero, but does not fall. The Mocs looking for shots, and something I've talked about with Coach Zigas a lot is they just need to continue shooting, get those shots up, and the shot up there by Embry. Bracero gets the board. No second chance opportunity there for the Golden Eagles. Bracero will bring it up. Over to Rangard. Pereira not getting it there. Rangard going baseline. Picks up her dribble and gives it to Gomes. 15 on the shot clock. The Mocs sending it back up. Lane coming up for the screen. And Gomes, that one off her foot again. Jean-Louis has it, gives it up. Will try to get it right back. Swatted away by Bracero. Bracero fighting for it on the ground and trying to pass it up. Doesn't get it in time, and that'll be a jump. It'll stay with Embry, but great defensive intensity there from the Mocs point guard, Ariana Bracero. And you can see two subs coming in here. Breasia Washington and Gianna Voss, both of those players scored 10-plus points against Trinity College, one of many Mocs to have a good day against that squad. And the Mocs will be looking for some offense from them. Washington, a great driver and on-ball defender. Voss does a great job of getting to the painted area as well and finishing despite contesting shots. Substitutes also came in for this Embry Riddle squad. Number 30, Chandler Brooks. We'll get the other few just in a second. Jean-Louis has it over to Napoli. Down low now. And one more pass shot up and not getting the bounce. The other substitute is Staten. She was the other substitute who got it on the low block. Lang with it now, guarded by Staten. Lang working, has it poked out, up with the left, no good, but will get free throws here. Sarah Lang has shown aggression so far today, and that's what the Mocs need from her. They need her to continue to attack, because that's when Sarah's at her best. 2 free throws will be coming for Lang, like I mentioned. So far this season, Sarah is 12 for 15 from the free throw line, shooting 80% from the charity stripe. And her last free throw there broke up a 249 scoring drought for Florida Southern. And it's been defensive so far since that last media timeout. Remember, the score was 10-9. And now each side has scored 2 points since that. Embry Riddle passing it off again, working around that perimeter. Jean-Louis cutting baseline, contested there by Lang, puts it up, no good, rebounded by Pereira. Washington bringing it across the timeline now, guarded by Jean-Louis. Gomes has it, she'll fire from deep, that one up, but no good on that near side of the rim. And we've really seen Gomes grow in her three-point shooting ability so far this year. Did a great job against Trinity and Maryville with her three-point shots. You can see substitutes coming in for both sides now. Reagan White coming in for the Mocs. And it looks like returning into this one is Turpinning. Jean-Louis has it now, guarded by Washington. She'll pass it off. Napoli looking down low, gets the pass and bucket in. Contest there by Lang, no good, and that broke up a 2-minute scoring drought for the Golden Eagles. Both these teams looking to get the offense rolling as less than 50 remain in this first quarter of action. Washington driving, midi, good. And that's just a Breasia Washington bucket. She does a great job of finding her spots in that mid-range to painted area and does a great job finishing no matter what. And see, passing it back out, Brooks with it over to Jean-Louis in the corner. The Mocs showing some pressure. Mid-range open, but passed off and too high. Turnover there by Embry Riddle. 14-13 is the score. 20.8 on the game clock. Shot clock is turned off. The Mocs have a chance to get the lead. Washington will be running the offense here. Watch Pereira in the corner. Screen by Lang. Over to Pereira, but not held on to. There's 3 on the game clock now. Will they put a shot up from half court? And that one no good. The Mocs down by 1. 14-13 is the score here at the end of the first on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. And 1 steal in her 6 minutes of play. And the Mocs, they need to continue to attack the paint here. They've had success when doing so. The biggest part of that is limiting their turnovers, something we talked about at the start and something they'll need to continue. They had 5 in that first quarter of play. Washington with it, over to Voss. And it looks like a zone action being shown here by Embry Riddle. Washington, hop step in, shot blocked. That one tipped out. Jean Louis wants to run. Guarded by White and Washington. That one no good, and up and over was Lily Pereira. Thankfully, both players are all good. That was a crazy sequence there, and they'll say a personal foul there on Lily, trying to get the rebound over the back, I'd assume. And now an inbound will be coming, 25 on the shot clock for Embry. Gomes will be coming in. The Mocs need to protect against a quick look down low here. They'll give it up to Napoli. And they gave her space from three. She'll fire it, rebounded by Voss. Strong rebound by her there, controlling it, despite the Embry Riddle bodies around her. Washington has it. Mocs will look to run something. Give it to Gomes. She receives a screen, but that one poked away again. And Embry, they're doing a great job of pressuring the ball right now and forcing these errors. There's something both these teams know is the difference maker in this game. So far, Embry Riddle with 4 points off turnovers, the Mocs with 0, but the Mocs winning the rebounding battle so far. 13 boards to 11 for the Golden Eagles. Washington with it now. We saw her score earlier. An unassisted bucket for her. The Mocs have just 2 assists so far, have done a good job of creating by their own. That one over to Reagan White, and that one's good. Reagan seeing some more play in this one than we've seen as of late and making it count. The corner three from Reagan White, good for the Mocs. They now have their first lead. 16-14 is the score. Lang showing herself there. Passing it back out is Embry. Napoli in the corner. Trying to work down low, swinging it around. Jean Louis in the corner, up, and that one bounces its way out. Sarah Lang with a strong rebound there, fighting through the arms of the Embry defender, and that'll be a personal foul there on Langeman. She has 8 points in this one. She's the outright leading scorer in this game for either side. Washington bringing it up. Both teams shooting below 40% from the field. The Mocs the only team with a three-pointer made. Driving in there, and that'll be a charge. Another turnover here on the Mocs, as this will go right back for Embry Riddle. And that'll be Sydney's first personal. Sydney Gomes still trying to get something going offensively here. Hasn't scored yet. Embry giving it up to Jean Louis. To Napoli. Right back. Jean Louis trying to sit in that wing. And shot up from mid-range and good. Langeman with 10 points now. And this is something we've seen throughout. This is something we saw in the Maryville game for the Mocs. They'll let up those mid-range jumpers and let that be how you hurt them. They want to limit those easy looks down low and those three-pointers as well. Reagan White with it. Now over to Breasia Washington. She'll kick it out to Gomes from deep. That one up, but no good. Reagan White trying to get the board. Just can't, though. Embry Riddle will now bring it up. Working down low, and great job there by Breasia Washington, just getting her hand in the way. Sydney Gomes looking to run coast to coast now with it. She'll give it up, and another pass just not going the way of the Mocs. A little bit out of control there. Now they'll slow it back down. Under 20 on the shot clock. Dribble there by Lang, and Embry has the possession arrow. And now Jenna Tatarich coming in for Embry Riddle. Lily Rangard coming in for the Mocs. And this game has been everything that it was chalked up to be, a physical defensive battle at the start. And both these teams looking to get their offense flowing, but both sides showing that they're here to play. Jean Louis with it on the elbow, shot up but no good, rebounded by Gomes. Sydney will bring it up here. Look over to Rangard and send it to the corner with Washington. She made her first career three against Trinity College. She'll kick it back out. Rangard with it towards the elbow. Back over to Lang. Still time on the shot clock. Fired away, though, by Gomes, and that one misses the rim. Rebounded there by Brooks, and she'll send it all the way up. The Mocs looking to recover. And sending it back out now, and Embry keeps it. 20 on the shot clock. Still have time. Brooks with it, looking towards the mid-range. Jean Louis in the corner. Pump fake, driving in. Continues to pump fake. Kicks it back out. Embry working around. You can see this motion offense they run. Extremely effective, but the Mocs more effective in the passing lanes. Getting the steal there, giving it up to Rangard. And Rangard taking her time with it. Finding the open man in Lang. Shot up, and that one no good. Rebounded by Reagan White. Reagan White, one of the leaders for the squad, a captain on this Florida Southern team, and she shows that heart on or off the court, trying to lead the squad right now, doing a great job of making the hustle plays. Under 10 on the shot clock. Braingard with it, working her way in, hop step, fine down low, laying up and in. Great job there by the Mocs. A good job of using the full shot clock and staying composed in the moment. Sometimes you can get a little bit too excited when it's in that low shot clock time, but the Mocs controlled the moment, and that's what they need to do throughout. Driving in now is Embry. They'll dish it to the corner. Reagan White is guarding. Jean Louis with it again. Brooks has it. On the SSC logo now. Lengeman back over. Turpinning up, and that one will fall. That broke another scoring drought for the Golden Eagles. That one was around 2.5 minutes. And both these teams just trading blows right now. Each side trying to get a bucket. When they do, the other team finds a way to respond. It's 18-18 now as we're 5 minutes in to the second quarter. Washington working, spinning, turnaround Jay, no good. Travel call, and I believe that's the third on the Mocs so far, struggling to keep that rhythm going with the ball. And we'll have, I believe, the media timeout coming up. Not this time, though, at the next dead ball, and we had two substitutes come in here, Anna Danish and Ariana Bracero for the Mocs. Now passing around is Embry Riddle. Napoli, deep three there, and that one is cash. A great shot there by Napoli, and that one was good all the way. That's their first made three of the game. They're now 1 for 6. The Mocs 2 for 10. Bracero trying to send it to the corner, but good on-ball defense by Napoli. Gomes working down low. Danish puts the shot up. No good, though. Can't get it off the backboard. And now a battle down low for the basketball. Embry Riddle comes away with it. Turpinning will bring it up. Napoli down low now. Passing it around. Shot from three in the corner. That one doesn't fall. And rebounded by Danish. Danish, the leading rebounder for the game. 5 rebounds. The most for either side. Is that one a bucket for Ariana Bracero. Great job running coast to coast there. Getting the fast break points. Looking towards the elbow. Embry passing that shot back out. And the Mocs giving it to him, and that shot going right in. Lengeman now with 12 and 4. A great job of hitting those open shots so far. She's 6 for 11. Bracero in the corner, shot up, and that one no good. The Mocs firing away from three, but right now just not following consistently. Embry now above that 40% mark from the field. That shot up and no good. Rebounded by Danish, number 6. Bring it up is Gomes. One-on-one action here. They sent the double, but she misses that one. She was looking for the foul call, doesn't get it. It's the team leader in free throws made and attempted so far this season for the Mocs. Jean Louis open in the corner. That one bouncing around, no good. Rebounded by Bracero. And she'll bring it up. She's waiting for her teammates now, trying to set something up again. Raingard with it, looking towards the corner. Washington all the way over to Bracero. Jab, passing it down low, up and in. Great find and great bucket there by Anna Danish. 22-23, 2.5 left in this first half of action. In the corner now, shot up and no good. That one too long. Gomes on the floor, but gets it over to Bracero. 25 on the shot clock. Bracero going downhill, left-hand lay. Yes, sir. Ariana Bracero, an incredible finisher down low, does a great job of using that speed. And now the Mocs 24-23. They're up 1 here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. To halftime. The last game that was this close in SSC play for Embry was their 60-57 win over St. Leo. Right now, both these teams on pace for around 60 to 70 points if the pace of play continues with that 24-23 score. 2:14 left in this second quarter of action. You can see Brooks back in the game for Embry, Napoleon as well. Jean Louis is off the court. Brooks has it. She'll bring it over to the Mox logo. Embry trying to set up a play here. You can see the double screeners on the elbow, trying to work down low with the switch. Gomes contests in the face, but a rebound there by Lengeman. Brooks kicking it out. Napoli corner three up and good. And she has done a great job of finding those spots. She's now 2 for 4 from three. Has made both three-pointers for Embry. Bracero looking to respond from deep. Ariana Bracero. Maybe the smallest player on the court, but takes the biggest shots. That one from more than WNBA range and sinking it. The Mocs 3 of their last 3. Brooks trying to work in. Great find down low and finish. 27-27. And you can see why they're the number 16 team in the country. Bracero with it. Looking to the corner. Danish now low block up. No good, but she gets the board. One more. Yes. Great finish there by Anna, keeping the pressure on the glass. 60 left in this first half of action. Brooks bringing it up, giving it over to Napoli. Napoli looking down low. They'll kick it right back out to Brooks. And now passing it around again. Mid-range jumper, and that one gets the roll. It remains even 29-29. Both these teams just matching each other right now offensively and defensively. Embry 3 of their last 3. The Mocs 4 of their last 5. Bracero has it, 20 on the shot clock. Bracero over to Voss. Back to Bracero. And that one stripped by Embry Riddle. 9 on the shot clock. The Mocs will need to get a shot quick here. Bracero looking to create downhill floater. Yes! And one for Ariana Bracero. She has been a force as of late. She now has 9 straight points for the Mocs, looking to make it double figures here in this first half. You can see substitute coming in, Sarah Lang for Anna Danish. Danish has played some great minutes so far with her rebounding, has 7 on the game, 3 on the offensive glass to pair with a block and assist. Bracero will be shooting 1 here. She's 2 for 2 on the year. Make that 3 for 3. 15.3 on the game clock. And Embry, they'll look to take the last one. And that a quick mid-range, actually. And rebounded by Bracero. 5 on the game clock, and she'll look to bring it up. Splits the defense. Dishes it to Gomes, and blocked there by Embry. And that will be a great finish to this one. And that's kind of been the story of this first half. Great offense, but even better defense to really have to work through her. Right now they're doing a great job of working despite her not having the same success she always does. Look for her to come out of this halftime talk and really be firing away. Sid is the ultimate competitor, and she'll be looking to compete in this one. She'll be looking to provide that however she can. The shot's not falling. Look for her to continue to distribute and rebound. You can see Jean Louis, we also highlighted her pregame. She struggled to score as well. She's 1 for 10 as 2 points with 2 rebounds and 2 steals so far. You can see the Mocs going right to Gomes. Screen set there by Danish. Working baseline, spinning, trying to find and kick ball there by Embry Riddle. 21 on the shot clock. And we'll wait to see who will inbound here. It'll be Rangard. The Mocs like to go behind the three-point line for these inbounds, and they will toss it out of bounds. Quick turnover to start this second half. Not what the Mocs drew up there. That's their 9th turnover of the game. Remember, they averaged 12.2, the 5th best mark in the country coming into today. Embry Riddle undefeated when opponents have 13 or more turnovers. That one sent to the wing, giving it right back, and great ball movement there by Embry. And the Mocs not boxing out, and that's an immediate sub off there. It looks like Sarah Lang will be coming on. The Mocs need to be able to prevent those second chance opportunities, and that was not done there. Bracero has it. Over to Gomes. Looks like she'll get a screen. She'll give it right back up. Deep 3. That one, yes! Bracero from 3 again. 2 for 4. 6 points from behind the arc for her. That one found inside and up and in. Staten looking to make a statement in this one. She has 6. Bracero with 13. 6 of those from behind the arc, like I mentioned. She's looking to add to that. That one too strong. Rebounded by Embry Riddle. That was Lengeman with the board. She has 16 and 6. She's driving baseline, looking for the cutter. Jean Louis, and stolen there by Sydney Gomes. That's her second steal of the game. Looking for Bracero. The right-hand lay, no good. And unable to rebound it immediately is either side until Embry gets it. An unusual miss there for Bracero. The Mocs will look to regroup here. They have a 2-point lead. 20 on the shot clock. Embry looking baseline, towards that elbow and then find baseline. That one will roll out, they'll say, off of Gomes. Sarah Lang will come in and Catalina Ion will come off. We talked about Lang a lot earlier, made a major impact in her minutes. Ion, she's played just 6 minutes so far today, 1 for 1 from 3, but on the defensive end has struggled a little bit. Embry now working to that low post, kicking it back out. Shot from 3, up and in. That one from Tatarich, her first make of the game. Dribble handoff to Rangard. Gomes with it. Stepping into 3 here. Yes! Sydney Gomes from 3, her first make of the day from anywhere on the court. Great job getting in the rhythm here. They'll say a foul on the floor, a block on Danish. And let's see, that'll be her first, I believe. Yes, it will be her first personal of the game. Jean Louis drawing it. Embry Riddle, 3 of their last 3. The Mocs need a stop here. Giving it up to the elbow, back to the corner. Close out by Danish, blocked by Lang. Sarah Lang with 3 blocks already. Rangard with it. ISO passes it up. Gomes with it. Danish in the corner. Gets her man in the air, tosses it inside. Rangard up and no good. Another missed layup for the Mocs in the second half. Jean Louis will bring it up. She has it on the wing, passing it to the wing, right back inside. The quick pass, turnaround. Sarah Lang is in the paint. No free buckets. A bucket here, opportunity for the Mocs, but they give it away again. Turnover number 10 of the game. Embry Riddle has 11 points off turnovers. It looks like Reagan White will be coming in. Mocs 2-3 staying here in this second half. It's become a staple of their team so far this year. Sarah Lang trying to show pressure, does. That pass getting a little away of Embry Riddle, but they get the shot up. Jean Louis gets the board and puts it up. The Mocs failing to box out there, and now 2 free throws coming for Jean Louis. Her first of the game coming into this one. She's a 71% free throw shooter, and that'll be Sarah Lang's first personal of the game. You can see Rangard coming out, Reagan White coming in, Napoli coming in for this Embry Riddle squad. Remember, she made that long 2 and the 3-point shot for them. Shot up and in there for Jean Louis. So far, she's played 21 minutes for the Eagles. Her second free throw now up, and that one also good. Danish giving it up to Bracero. It looks like Bracero will continue to run the one, and I think that's a great decision. You can see a lot of focus on Gomes, allowing for Bracero to create. Reagan White creating, and that one just doesn't roll. The Mocs just unlucky with this side of the court. Just a lid on it right now with their layups. Working with the screen now is Embry trying to find the find inside, kicking it out. Napoli, 3, no good. Jean Louis tips it, and another rebound by Embry on the offensive end. That one thrown away, and that is because of the pressure from Gomes. It's not something you see all the time when you're watching a game, but when you have that nice closeout, it can really force those errors. It's something that gets overlooked a ton. When you have a proper closeout in situations like that, it forces those passes to go away at times. The Mocs, that time, turning it over again. Another time that the ball just ricocheted off their foot. 38-38, 4 minutes into this second half of action. Embry 0 for their last 4. They're shooting 40% from the field. That one tipped by Gomes, and she'll look to run the break. Right-hand lay, that one will fall. The Mocs now have 40 and are back over 40% from the field. Great job there by Anna in that transition defense. Stopping ball. Jean Louis now with it in the corner. Contested by Danish. That one up and in. The first 3 made by Jean Louis. She shoots 45% on the year. She's 1 for 6 on the day. That one just thrown away by the Mocs. Napoli slowing it down, not rushing a shot, working in, and a foul call there on Sarah Lang. her second now, and free throws will be coming. Embry regained the lead with that three-pointer by Jean Louis. 41-40, they have a chance to extend that lead to 3. Breasia Washington coming in. Reagan White sliding to that 4 position. And now we'll take the first media timeout of the second half, the lone media timeout of this. Some more free throws in the second half. We're 2 for 2 from Jean Louis previously. The Mocs struggling with turnovers still. They've had 4 in this third quarter of action. Right now, also struggling with the rebounds. 3 offensive rebounds and 4 second chance points for Embry Riddle in this third quarter. 2 free throws coming here. That one up and in. And this is Turpinning for this Embry Riddle side. So far this year, 87.2% free throw shooter and continuing to show that strength from the line. The press is back from Embry, looking to create some more turnovers. And that one, another just thrown away pass by the Mocs. Embry has possession now, and they'll look to add to this lead and make it 2 possessions. Jean Louis with it in the corner, now down low. Napoli has it, getting doubled. Trying to contest there was White. Jumped a little early, but finds a way to get the board there is Gomes. Gomes now will be running the break, pushing it up the court, trying to attack down the lane, going up and through contact, but just can't get the roll. That's the 3rd missed layup of the second half for Florida Southern. Mocs have had 4 turnovers in the last 3 minutes of play, and that's a big part of why Embry Riddle is up 3 right now. Embry to the corner. Napoli looking down low. One more pass. Lane contesting. That one bouncing off of her, but Embry keeps it. 6 on the shot clock. You can see they need a shot soon. Jean Louis, deep 3. That one no good, and the Mocs getting the board there. That rebounded by Sydney Gomes. That's her 6th of the game, all of them defensive. Washington running the 1. Gomes on the elbow, flipping it to Bracero for 3. Yes! Ariana Bracero, 3 for 6 from 3. All of those points from the last 10 minutes. Gomes guarding Jean Louis. Embry, 1 of their last 7. When the Mocs don't foul, they're having success right now. Jean Louis left wide open from the mid-range. No good. Sarah Lang rebounds, and she'll put it on the floor and give it to Bracero. Bracero now running the break, stopping, driving inside, and that one going through the bottom of the basket. That won't count, though, as Embry will bring it back up 43-43. It's all even. Lang trying to contest that pass. They give it up to the corner. Napoli 3. That one's missing it all. So Reagan White has it off the board. That's her 2nd rebound of the game. She'll bring it up the court, give it to Bracero. Gomes showing she wants it, and she'll get it. She'll give it up to Washington. Embry hasn't scored in 2:09. The Mocs looking to regain their lead. Gomes driving, right hand blocked. Jean Louis, and they'll say that one's off of Gomes as well. 2 substitutes now coming in for Embry. And now we'll take a full timeout here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Test in-game, completely vertical, not allowing for those foul calls, and you can see Sarah staying disciplined. She's had foul trouble at times because of not having that verticality throughout some points of the last 2 seasons, but tonight she is on. She has 4 blocks, like I mentioned, 8 points, 3 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. Has done a great job so far, and the Mocs will continue to lean on her. You can see Embry trying to find some openings throughout this game after that timeout, missing the elbow jumper. Bracero finding a way to keep it alive and trying to beat the trap set there by Embry. Gomes with it. It's still all tied up. 2.5 left in this third. Nearing a 3-minute scoring drought for Embry Riddle. 15 on the shot clock. Washington working down. Giving it up to Bracero. Heat check. And she is on fire. Ariana Bracero, 19 points, 4 for 6. Her career high made threes is 5 from that Tampa game. She also had a career high in that one of 24. 6-0 run over the last minute 44. The Mocs are firing on all cylinders right now. Now it's time to get another stop. And Sarah Lang with the block and a foul on Embry Riddle. The Mocs are having the momentum swing their way. Sarah Lang, block number 5. And we'll have to dig through the stats books to find, I think that has to be her career high so far. Did a great job blocking the ball last year and continues to make an impact now. We've seen her through certain stretches this year, usually 8 or 10 minutes of play where she's made those defensive impacts. She's leaned upon by this Moxon squad and Coach Zekas to really be that body down low that will box out, rebound, and block. Do all the dirty work, and she's done that today. Bracero, another. Yes! Ariana Bracero, and the bench is going crazy. That's three-pointer number 5, tying her career high. Laying up in the air, a reverse, trying to get a call. Jean Louis not getting that one. Gomes now attacking down the court, dishing. Washington stopping, up, let it fall. No, 2 free throws will be coming though. And man, the Mocs are running 9-0 over the last 240, and it's because of their defense. Coach Zekas always talks about it. The assistants always talk about it. Defense into offense. Right now, this 9-0 run is because of a 4-minute scoring drought for Embry Riddle. Substitutes coming in for them right now on the court is Brooks, Staten, Jean-Louis, Teratich, Turpinning, and for the Mocs, keeping that same group out because they're doing a great job defensively and offensively. I mentioned that 4-minute scoring drought. Embry also won for their last 12. Washington making that one as well. 51-43 is the score. The Mocs need to keep this going. Washington guarding Turpinning. Looking at the top of the key now. Embry has it, losing control. The Mocs trapping, finding down low, laying with the contest and the bucket there. Good play there by Embry Riddle, staying controlled despite the chaos. Number 16 in the country for a reason. That's their first make in their last 8 shots. They're 37% from the field. The Mocs 43. Florida Southern 8 for 18 from 3 now because of Bracero. Driving in is Washington, but that'll be a charge. One of the hardest plays to make in basketball. You hear me say it every broadcast. Setting the charge, timing it up, finding the right spot, and a good defensive play there by Embry Riddle and number 30, Chandler Brooks. Now it's time for the Mocs to get a stop. Jean Louis has it, and she'll give it back up. Working towards that elbow. Back over to Jean Louis. Almost loses it there. And the Mocs have done a great job of crashing in and forcing tough passes. 13 on the shot clock, 22 on the game clock. Sending it down low towards Lang. That one, a deep 3. Good. A tough make there. A moving 3-point shot there for Embry Riddle. And now Ariana Bracero has the ball in her hand. She's dancing, kicking. White, 3. And that one won't fall. Rebounded by Embry. The Mocs lead by 3 as we head into the fourth quarter. The Mocs 7-5. Embry Riddle 11-1. They're number 16 in the country. The Mocs came to play on Bracero. She will find those openings in your defense. She'll see throughout the game what's going to open up for me and how can I exploit that. And that's why this Mocs team has been so successful this year. Just the heads-up play by everyone on the court to create for themselves and others. Mid-range jumper there, missing it all again for Embry Riddle. They get the rebound, though, and the early shot means there's still time left on the shot clock. 14 now in the mid-range jumper, and they'll say a 3-second violation down low on Staten. Lily Rangard coming in for Reagan White. Reagan White's 13 minutes so far, 3 points, 2 rebounds, and has done a good job of playing really solid defense. Hasn't been asked to do too much offensively, but hasn't needed to in that 9-0 run for the Mocs. Bracero now receiving the screen, has the midi, passes it up, gets it back from 3. Gomes has it now, receives the screen. She wants a deep 3. Yes! Sydney Gomes wants part of the 3-point party right now. The Mocs 9 for 20 after they started 1 for 10. They're 8 of their last 10. 17 on the shot clock. Jean Louis in the mid-range area, and she got tripped there by Washington. Not an intentional foul there, but that will be an easy foul call for the referees. That's the first team foul of this fourth quarter. That'll be Breja's second personal of the game. Sending it out, but giving it right back. And good play there by Embry, but unable to get the rebound is the Mocs. New 20 for the Eagles. 3-point open, but no shot attempt there. Giving it right back. One more. Jean-Louis pump fake, kicking it back out. Driving down to the corner. And good defense here by the Mocs. 3 on the shot clock, sending it back out. Three-pointer up and no good. Rebounded by Gomes this time. Sydney now with 7 rebounds. She'll bring it up, coast to coast. Scoop lay, good. Sydney now with 10 points and 7 rebounds to pair with her 3 assists. She's really put it together this second half. Corner now for Jean-Louis. Looking down low. Back out. One more. Jean-Louis, 3, and that one's good. 45% on the year. She makes 1.5 per game. Now has made 2 today. She's 2 for 8 from 3. Now it's 10 points. Dribble handoff to Breja. She'll look to attack. Passing it right back out. Gomes, a deep 3. That one no good. And we've seen a number of deep 3s from her so far today. And some of those, I don't know if it's the highest quality of shot the Mocs can take on those possessions. Kicking it back out now is Embry. Swinging it around. 15 on the shot clock. One more. Jean-Louis has it. And the Mocs bench yelling about it. Corner 3 open and rebounded by Embry. Laying boxing out, but just can't get enough of it there. 15 on the shot clock, and Embry spreading around deep 3 and a line drive and in. 56-54. A timeout here by Embry, and we'll wait to see if this is a 30 or a full. And it looks like both teams will be sitting down, so this will be a full timeout here, and this is an exciting finish to this one. 56 of taking quality shots the last few possessions. Not as much to my liking, but there's a reason I'm up here, folks. The Mocs now have a chance to answer after a big 3 there by Embry Riddle. Turpinning made it on the line drive 3. Breja Washington will bring it up here. You can see the Mocs clearing out that right side of the court. Washington giving it up to Gomes. Washington sending the screen for Bracero. They'll pass around the perimeter. The Mocs trying to run something here. Lang send the screen under 10 on the shot, and a scoop lay with the right, but no good. Tipped out by Sarah Lang. Heads up play there by the senior. Cut by Washington, up and in. Breja with a timely cut and finish. Huge play there by the Mocs. Heads up play. We've talked about the puzzle pieces coming together, and you saw the puzzle together right there. That missed. Great contest by Lang. Doesn't get the block, but her presence felt. Washington has it now. Spinning. Backing it back out, and Gomes wants to slow it down, and I fully agree with that. 20 on the shot clock. Lang coming up to set a screen. Bracero driving, cut, reverse, trying to find a foul. Rangard puts it up for 3. No, just rims out. And a great job there by Lang. And they'll say no jump, actually. That'll be over the back. The Mocs have the possession arrow. That's Lang's 3rd personal, but I think the Mocs are going to rock with her staying in the game, and I personally would as well. There's 6:13 left in this one, and the Mocs need that defensive presence so far. She's been huge for them. If she fouls out, you can find someone else to go in, but I wouldn't take the hot hand out. Embry now passing around that mid-range jumper, open for a second. Closed out, though. Napoli giving it up, trying to work down low. Lang caught looking, but blocks it, and they'll call a foul there. Reaching over a little bit, and that's her 4th. That was almost a really good contest, but it was an even better job spinning in by Langeman. She's had a quiet second half. I believe hasn't scored at all in this second half of action. Remember, had that huge first half because of those mid-range jumpers, and also just doing a great job of getting to the basket. She has 8 rebounds as well today. These are her first free throws of the game. First one good for her. Langeman coming into today shooting 62.5 from the charity stripe. 8.6 points per game so far this year. Misses the second. Gomes ripping that one away. Rebound number 8. Like I mentioned on it, Danish coming in for Lang. Danish a strong rebounder as well. You can see Gomes crossover drive and good. That's the Sydney Gomes we've seen all year, folks. When she's confident in attacking the glass, no one can contest those shots. Jean-Louis driving, kicking out, and the Mocs doing a good job recovering. Mocs protecting that strong side mid-range jumper, and that one will fall. And a press shown for a second by Embry. Napoli on the Bracero assignment. Handoff now to Rangard. Faking it to Gomes. And that one almost thrown away, kept by the Mocs. Washington driving, stopping, and back out. Deep three. That one no good for Florida Southern. Danish trying to get the board, but just boxed out well. Jean-Louis has it now. It's a one-possession game. A three-pointer would tie it. Jab step, mid-range, good. Langeman, 19 now, and probably at least 10 of those from the mid-range. Bracero bringing it up. Danish being sent forward. Looking for the screen. Driving, giving it off to Gomes. Gomes with it. Elbow. Jumper, no good. Rebounded by Embry. Thought the Mocs may have been able to get to that in time, but couldn't. Corner three now for Napoli, and the Mocs lucky that doesn't fall. Rebound, though, by Embry Riddle, and Gomes trying to get the steal. Good job there by Bracero, disrupting the lane, but can't get to it in time. Washington was helping out as well. Mocs yelling about the corner three for Jean-Louis. 5 on the shot clock. Embry needs a shot soon. Contest by Washington. Shot up and no good. Rebounded by Gomes. And foul there by Napoli. Napoli not happy with the call. And Gomes drawing a foul there. The first foul on Embry in this fourth quarter of action. Fouls haven't really been too much of a factor for overall teams in this. But someone who has been for is Sarah Lang, who just came back in. Lily Rangard coming out. Gianna Voss playing some big minutes right now. She's a willing and capable scorer. Let's see if we can get some of that from her tonight. Washington with it. She'll receive the screen. Driving towards that elbow. Looking for a pass off. Voss has it. Gives it up to Gomes. They have time. 15 on the shot clock. Gomes gets the screen again. Wants the three. Takes the three. No good. Now moving it back up the court is Embry. Mocs 0 for their last 3 from behind the arc. Lang showing herself there, forcing the pass out, no good, and another tip out here by Embry Riddle, and they're just finding ways to continue to press this Mocs defense by tipping those shots out, and another mid-range jumper now. Embry with the lead for the first time in a while. Mocs haven't scored in 2.5. It's time to find a quick bucket. Voss has it. And denied the entry there. Lang wanted it, but turned over by Florida Southern. Now the number 16 team in the country can make it a 2-possession game. 6-0 run over the last 2.5 for Embry. Elbow jumper, no good. The Mocs get the rebound. Really lucky there was an Embry player getting that tip. And a timeout here by the Mocs, and I really like that call by Coach Megan Zegas. They just need to regroup here. Needs to get that focus. Need a bucket in the worst way. Both them in double figures. Bracero with 22, Gomes with 12. Voss has shown she's willing to take the big shots. Has shown the ability to create off ball to get those quick finds and get the bucket down low. Watch for her to get a backdoor cut and maybe a pass in the paint. Bracero has it. Gives it up to Voss. Back to Bracero, 15 on the shot clock. Gomes has it, looking for Lang. And they'll say a foul there on Embry. They're trying to swat the ball away, but a little bit too physical there. 2:16 on the game clock, and it'll reset to 20 on the shot. Gomes has it. She'll go baseline. Stopping, kicking it out. Washington, one more. Voss going, hop step in. Doesn't get it a fall. And that was a pretty good look there, but a better contest from Embry Riddle to make what was a pretty good shot a really hard one. Napoli has it, and they'll look towards that block. Poked out by Bracero, but the Mocs can't get in a wide open layup for Jean-Louis. 8-0 over the last 3.5. It's the 8-0 run for Embry. The Mocs haven't scored in 4 minutes. 3-point deficit. Substitute will be coming in at the next dead ball for the Mocs. Gomes has it. Receives another screen from Voss. Gomes kicking it back out. They look for Lang down low. Lang got him out of a pickle early, and she'll get more points here. She's now in double figures. She's what got the Mocs back into this one, and she'll look to get this lead back. Minute 10 left. The Mocs down 1. Embry passing it around, tipped by Voss. Rangard coming in. She'll come in for Voss. Rangard has made some big free throws late in games. We saw it against Maryville. We've seen her make big plays when she scored 20, and that one with 6 assists and 5 rebounds. Mocs will look to her as well in this latter portion of the game. Jean-Louis open for 3. Strong closeout by Gomes. She puts it on the floor, passes it, and the midi good. 3-point lead, a minute left. And some confusion right now between referees. I believe it was a timing issue, so now a free 30 for both teams. I'd look for a press to come back here for Riddle. And we talked about it at half, and it's been the difference maker in this one. 18 points off turnovers for Embry, 7 for the Mocs. The Mocs 16 turnovers. It's 4 more than their season average. Brieja bringing it up. Over to Bracero. She receives the screen. Driving towards the elbow. Relocating. Gives it to Gomes. Pump fake. Up. Sydney. No good. The Mocs trying to get the rebound, and they'll say it stays with Florida Southern. And the Mocs needed that to go their way here, and it looks like a timeout for the Mocs. And that would have been a huge 3-point make for Sydney Gomes. And man, am I having deja vu right now. They'll make a shot. Look for a 3 from Ion. Or that's pick and pop or just immediate. The Mocs need to inbound it here. Bracero has it. 40 on the game clock. She's trying to drive through and draws the foul. She went skiing there for a second. And they'll say a push there on Staten. And that'll be her 4th personal of the game. She has 8 points and 6 rebounds and 6 assists. 2 blocks and steals. Done it all so far. 20 on the shot clock. Just under 38 on the game clock. And the Mocs, good job. They still have possession, but still losing a lot of time. Floater by Bracero doesn't fall. Ion gets it. And they'll say a jump there. The Mocs will keep possession. And a timeout now by the Mocs, and we'll take a timeout with them. There's a lot to think about here for Florida Southern. 28.6 left in this one. They need a bucket soon, and need to stop, and then need another. We'll be back after this. The Mocs need to get a bucket. You heard me talking about it going into the break. They're one of their last 7, and don't have too much time left. They'll give it up to Ion. Washington has it. Gomes trying to flare up, doesn't get an opening. Bracero with it now. 20 on the game clock. That one a deep 3. Up in the air and tipped out by Ion. The Mocs don't grab it. And they'll have to foul here. And the Mocs needed that rebound in the worst way. A full timeout here, I believe, by Embry Riddle. Yes, and it will be a full timeout for them, so we'll take a timeout as well, as both these teams are trying to figure out what's going to happen in this last 16 seconds of action. The Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. I said it probably won't become a free throws game, but that's the announcer's jinx for you. This will be a free throws game. Embry Riddle heading to the free throw line soon, maybe. The Mocs are looking to find a way to get a turnover here. They have 3 team fouls as well. Embry Riddle has 3 as well. Embry will look to inbound this here. Remember, 5 seconds to inbound. Embry, so far today, 83% from the line. Neither side has really shot too many free throws. And they'll say a foul. Waiting to see who it's on. Gomes fell to the ground. But it looks like they'll call it on Embry Riddle. And that is a huge turnover. Oh, my goodness. A huge, huge break there for the Mocs. Drawing that foul by Sydney Gomes. They're going to take a 30. You have to think the Mocs are trying to get a quick shot here. If I'm them, I'm not trying to immediately or try to get the last shot, and let's see what happens. Sarah winding around, less than 10 on the game clock. Rain guard, deep 3, no good. Rebounded by Embry Riddle. And I believe a timeout called by the Eagles.
Timeout, Eagles, 30 seconds, timeout.
And the Mocs just unable to get a clean shot off there, and forcing that deep contested 3 just didn't end up going their way. They're one of their last 9. 2.8 on the game clock, and they will need more than a lucky break. We saw that on that foul call, but here they'll need a miracle to get this one. All Embry needs to do is inbound this one, and it could be over. Sarah Lang will be guarding the inbound. They'll look to get a Napoli, and they will. And the Mocs trying to get a foul, and 0.5 on the game clock. And the Mocs were looking for a foul call earlier, but didn't get it. And team foul number 4, so free throw's still not coming. And all Embry needs to do is just get this ball in play, and the game will be over. And I heard a whistle. I don't know if they'll call the foul. I think waiting to see what they say. Yeah, it looked like there was 0.1 on the game clock as the foul was called. So Embry looking to make the win look a little bit better here. 0.2 on the game clock now. 2 free throws coming for Staten. She has 8 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 blocks, and a steal. That first one falls. 66-62. And the second one no good, rebounded by Rangard. And unfortunately for the Mocs, got all the way there but just couldn't finish it. And this will be another learning lesson for this Mocs squad. They've competed with the best so far this year. It's just at times they've struggled with closing.